The cerebellum is a structure located at the back of the brain behind the brainstem and underlying the occipital and temporal lobes of the cerebral cortex. Although the cerebellum only accounts for approximately 10% of brain mass, it contains about 50% of total number of neurons. The cerebellum is involved in maintenance of balance and posture. This is done due to input from the vestibular receptor and proprioceptor in the muscles modulating command to motor neurons to compensate for changes in body position and load upon muscles. It is also important in making postural changes to maintain balance. In addition, the cerebellum is involved in coordination of voluntary movement. This is done by coordinating and timing the force of different muscle groups to produce fluid limb or body movement. In addition, the cerebellum is also involved in motor learning through adaptation and fine-tuning motor programs to make accurate movement through a trial and error process. Finally, the cerebellum is involved in cognitive function through contribution to motor control in certain cognitive functions.
When alcohol is consumed acutely at a rate faster than it can be metabolized by the body, there is a distinct alteration in the function of the cerebellum. This mostly occurs in the mossy nerve fibers that synapse onto the granule cells in the granule layer of the cerebellum. When alcohol is consumed, Golgi cells within the cerebellum increase their GABA output, which is an inhibitory neurotransmitter that is responsible for mediating granule cell excitability. With the increased function of the Golgi cells, granule cell function is inhibited, impairing the cerebellum's ability to mediate motor function. As a result, symptoms such as a loss of balance and coordination
Chronic alcoholism can cause both direct and indirect damage to the brain, in particular the cerebellum. The primary effect is cerebellar degeneration and atrophy, which leads to the development of an ataxic gait, characterized by a wide-based stance and unsteady short-step staggered pattern and the overall loss in balance and coordination. Secondly, long-term alcohol consumption can cause atrophy in the superior cerebellar vermis and the vestibular nuclei. These alcohol-damaged cells are unable An indirect effect of long-term alcohol consumption is Wernicke's encephalopathy. This is a thiamine or vitamin B1 deficiency that is the result of alcoholism and poor overall nutrition. The cerebellum is particularly sensitive to thiamine deficiency. This deficiency causes mental confusion, paralysis of the nerves that moves the eyes, and difficulty with muscle coordination. A large majority, ranging from 80 to 90% of alcoholics with Wernicke's encephalopathy, go on to develop Korsakoff psychosis, a chronic and debilitating syndrome characterized by persistent learning and memory impairment.